Hey guys, welcome to my channel, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how to grow the tulsi plant from the seeds. That's it, let's get quickly started. Growing of plants from the seeds is the most basic and most fundamental. You sow the seeds in the soil, ensure that the soil is moist, and then the saplings grow. You keep it away from direct sunlight for maybe a week or two, and then the plant is good to grow. But for this video I'm going to do it slightly differently, and here is why. Tulsi is a perennial plant, it's an all-year plant, it's an all-weather plant, and it's a very long-living plant. But when it comes to germination, the situation is slightly different because the germination will not happen during the winter season, during cold climate. Even if the plant sprouts, they won't be able to survive for long because of the cold. So for this reason, we need to slightly modify the method. Well, that said, the best time to germinate is between the summer and the rainy seasons. But in Bangalore, even during the rainy seasons, the average temperature is slightly less. Yes, we get full sunlight over here, and few days are pretty warm. But most of the days, the average temperature is lesser, and this possesses a challenge to germinate the tulsi. So that's why we are going to be doing an alternate method to germinate this plant, and this method also works during the winter season. So let's see how we do it. So here I have collected the seeds from the plant, and I have retained the seeds along with the husk. So this actually I have collected it last year and I have stored it. If you can see the seeds, they are very small in size, very small seeds. So these are what we will be using to start germination. Now what we do is we take a small plastic box like this, which is nearly transparent and it's openable also. And we will first germinate the plant inside this, and then once the plant reaches decent size, then we will transplant it to a bigger pot. So here I have filled soil in this container, and the composition of soil is 50% garden soil, 30% vermicompost and 20% coco peat. I've put little extra coco peat here so that it can retain more moisture. So what we do is we take a few of these seeds along with the husk. We can just take out the husk like that and place them over there. So many I have. So I'll just take out the seeds like this and just randomly place them. I'll also be taking some of the loose seeds and we can just put it over there. So many small seeds are here. Okay, I'll put them later. So now we have evenly distributed the seeds in this box. What we can do is maybe little soil you can take and just to cover the seeds. This is not really required because again we are covering it with the lid over here. And then what we do is we have to thoroughly water it. So by this what we are actually doing is that what we are trying to achieve is that we are trying to trap the moisture within this by creating a greenhouse effect. So with that what happens is the conditions become much more favorable for the tulsi plant to grow. So at all time you can put little extra water also, there's no issues because anyways we are trapping the moisture. So at all times you have to ensure that the soil always remains moist, and we can just keep this closed and keep it in a place. So every week I will be showing the progress of the saplings with the help of the cinematic shots. So the cinematic shots are coming up in the next few seconds. Welcome back guys, after about 1 month from the previous shot, or rather after 60 days from the time of germination, we are meeting. So yes, because the average temperature was quite less here, so that's why the metabolism was quite slow, so it took time to grow. So now we have reached the stage where we can transplant the saplings to a bigger pot. And how do you identify that is, first of all, you should be able to see in each sapling like this. So like this, at least about 6 to 8 leaves should be present. And this you can see is quite tall, so this already is ready. So most of them have got the 6 to 8 leaves, so this is the good time to transplant. Few of them still have got just 4 leaves and they're developing the 6 leaves, but no problem, we can still transplant, and I will show you how to do that. So another way is that you should see the size just about little more than 1 inch at the sizes, then you can transplant. So I managed to loosen the soil from the casing over here, and what I realized is that, I'm not sure if you can see, what I realized is that the roots have actually grown quite a lot. So because of that, we will not be able to directly take out the plant from the soil. So what I will be doing instead is, I will first try and transfer the whole thing onto a plate like this, and then I will try and make sections or whatever, make cubes, and then I will then directly put the cube in the pot. So let's see how we do that now. So in the meantime, I have also readied my pots. So I have taken 3 pots. These 2 are similar size, and this is a slightly medium size pot. Now don't take a very small pot. So medium to large pot is very good, because your plant will grow very well. So the soil mix I have used, for the soil I have used the same mixture as I had used for the germination. The same thing we can use here. So it's not filled up to the brim, as you can see here. So because after we put the cubes, then later we will adjust the soil. So here I have taken out the saplings from the box, and I have also divided them into sections, just like how you take a piece of cake, etc. And you can see over here closely that the roots have grown into quite a thick network. So that's the reason why here it is not a good idea to separate individual plants. So now let's quickly transfer them to the pots. So in a similar way, I have also planted the other sections also into the pot. So you can see here. So this is how I have done it. And so this is the first one. This is how it's done. So I have also watered it so that it maintains some uniformity. And so now after this, take very good care of the plants, and keep them in shade, like semi-shaded area with limited light, because now the plants need to catch the soil that is there in the pot, and then they will grow. Now don't worry that some of them, for example they may be little tied up, or they may be together, so don't worry about it. They will find their own space and they will expand. So take very good care of them. Make sure that the soil is moist. Don't allow direct sunlight to fall on them, at least for about 3 to 4 days. So just keep observing how the progress is, and just keep them in semi-shaded area. Take good care of them, and the plants will grow very well. So that's all in this video, guys. I hope these steps were very useful, and you can also plant tulsi even at your home when the weather is not as favorable. So in the next part of this video, I will show how some simple ways how you can maintain the plant so that the plant will grow really well and you will get lots of leaves, and it will grow healthily and as well as for a very long time as well. So thanks for watching, guys. If you have found this very informative, make sure you give it a like and share it. Any queries, please feel free to ask through the comment section, and do subscribe to my channel for more content. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching and have a great day.